Where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles
and the Washington Commanders.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Throwing right away. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Ball down and loss of the yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 4 and 5.
Another job there on the outside. Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
A good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they just acquired him a new ball carrier. What do you think of the acquisition?
I like it. Maybe not the big-time player, big-time impact you're looking for, but someone who wants to prove something and find a new home.
Dancing to his left.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
The ball situated at the 9, second and goal.
Hat the street! Hat the street!
They'll run up the middle with McAllister. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves them much closer to the goal line now for third down.
And there was one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Out left to Dotson. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Ball at the 26, second and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Hurts. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
A handoff to McAllister. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. On the give, McAllister with it. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They run with Deuce McAllister. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A give running left. McAllister looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He had a minimal gain on 1st down. Now they stop him for no gain. What do you think, going in a different direction on 3rd down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball 3rd time to try and make up for the first 2. But his QB might very well say, well, my man, maybe next series. Let's try someone else on this play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go with a keeper. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And this is caught by Watkins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And then we've got 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Running right, here's McAllister. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Able to connect with Dotson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll run for it here with McAllister. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing over 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Philadelphia! They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the...
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Joey Slye for the point after.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
The Commanders bring out the nickel package on 3rd down.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And out across midfield down to the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 101 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Another run with McAllister.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway from the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And he finds McLaurin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
An excellent gain, 35 yards. Up the middle they go. McAllister, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're coming with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to... He's got a man, complete! And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. And now here's another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of the drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On the carry, it's McAllister. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run here with McAllister. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. Well, 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
But they're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So still 14 yards to go, second down. Here's Gibson on the read option.
And he's got room. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you that they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest. And they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
On third down, they'll run it with McAllister. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
147 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
That play ended for a net loss thanks to Javon Hargrave. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 45 yards.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning If he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep a quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Gibson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, this defense knows, they're well aware that they're down 2 scores, and they figure this is pretty much their last chance. They know if they give up a touchdown here, that ends it. Nice job on first and goal to push them the other way, but they have to be thinking takeaway.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.